Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Alright, it's time to go over Book 9 in the Young Jedi Knights series. And this one is called Delusions of Grandeur. Let me just pause here and say, I love that name. I love that they took a phrase from the movie and made it the title of a book. I know that's kind of cheesy, but when I saw it, when I first came out, and said, Delusions of Grandeur, what a great name. I was so excited to see this one. Now, of course, it picks up with the story where the uncle had been captured by IG-88, right? Well, it turns out it was all fake. The uncle kidnapped himself. And IG-88 is just a robot. It's just a shell, reprogrammed assassin droid from a long time ago. It's not even the real IG-88. Whew! Continuity crisis averted, right? So there's a simple explanation, and I totally got that. Where did he find the shell? Where did he find a husk? Well, there could have been, it's a manufacturing place. You could manufacture an IG-88, just give him some different programming. So this IG-88 isn't even a bounty hunter. It doesn't even think for itself. It's just, it kind of serves as a bodyguard really for the uncle. But the uncle kidnapped himself just to make it look, just to explain his disappearance. Now the kids have kind of unraveled this and they figured it out for themselves. But for those wondering, what's IG-88 doing here? Because I remember I was mad. I was like, no, Kevin J. Anderson, how did you miss that? You wrote that story. And then when this book came out, I went, oh. Now in this book, we find out why the Diversity Alliance is trying to get Borin Thul, Raynar's father. And it's because he actually knows the secret location of the Emperor's warehouse, where the plague is kept, and they need to find him. And that's why there's this being, when he got kidnapped, they're like, oh no, where'd he go? We need to find him too. So the Diversity Alliance is also looking for him. So everyone's looking for Raynar Thul's father at this point. Now, in this book, Dengar, he joins the book because why not? Nothing says scary like a bunch of old bounty hunters. If you think about it, these books take place roughly a little over 20 years past Empire Strikes Back. So these people aren't in their prime anymore. And Dengar was no spring chicken in Empire Strikes Back. The dude looks like he's like 40 or something, maybe even pushing 50. So at this age, what is he, 60, 70? Boba Fett's in his 50s and everything. You're going, I don't know if these guys are that scary anymore. No, it's just, Kevin J. Anderson and his wife wanted to have this series focus on something different. Like I said before, and when I reviewed Shards of Alderaan, they wanted to go in a different direction, have non-Dark Jedi, which I applauded, the Diversity Alliance. Okay, I get it. And then they're like, hey, let's throw in some bounty hunters for excitement. And I gotta admit, it's exciting. Boba Fett, then IG-88, and now Dengar. You're like, oh man, who's gonna be next? So anyway, Dengar's brought in, and this is the other thing though. It's like, a question would be, why didn't Dengar realize that that wasn't Boba Fett or whatever? Well, I mean, Dengar isn't the smartest. Did you read his thing? I mean, he's smart in some things when it comes to bounty hunting, but maybe not that he gets outwitted all the time, right? By Han Solo and by others. So it makes sense that Boba Fett's daughter could fool him. Again, I was fine with it being really Boba Fett, but that they want to make it his daughter now, yeah, okay, that's fine. It's going to be really weird when I reread the books and think like that. But so that's kind of what's going on and why everyone's chasing down Borin, I think his name is Borin Thul. Now, also, in addition to this, Raba, who I haven't really talked about that much, she's Lobaka's old friend from way back in the day, and Raba is part of the Diversity Alliance, and she really is working hard to convince Lobaka that he is on the wrong side of this, that the humans are bad. Do you realize that the Empire enslaved us Wookiees? Come on, we need to get our comeuppance. We need to cause a stir. We need to tear things down, blow things up and everything. And Lobaka's like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Now Raba is kind of smoothing it over and making it sound really nice, It's funny how these extremists want to say, oh, it all makes sense. They deserve what's coming to them. They deserve to all die. Car bombings and stuff like that. Just ridiculous the stuff. But she's laying it on thick for Lobaka to join. Now, does he? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in the next book. See you later.